looking at the different market conditions, we really have to embed ourselves in the markets and have someone on the ground that knows the ins and outs. And that's where we'd use LRO as an example to really help us understand what's going on and what's driving the market and driving the trends.
Most of the markets that we're in right now are really just overdeveloped, and leasing and traffic has greatly slowed down. Concessions are back in the marketplace, so the properties where we have LRO on the properties, the pricing strategies are much more proactive versus reactive.
In that proactive approach, we also use it to really be able to speak to our asset managers. LRO helps us with the reports and the tools we need to give them the information backing why we're trying to adjust rents or why we're trying to adjust a strategy that we may have in a market, especially in some of our newer markets where we may only have one or two assets, or we just have a smaller presence, or we're primarily only leased up or only stabilized. It gives us the data we need to go to that asset manager and say, here's what's going on, and here's why we need to do this, versus them just having to trust our gut instincts. A 7 or 8, I think that's where we leave a lot of skin on the table, that we're not recouping what we can. We have so many units that are growing at 6 to 8% rents year over year, but it's hard to push an existing resident that hard. You have a relationship with them. You don't want to be seen as too aggressive. So for an on-site manager to go to someone and ask for a $150, $200 renewal increase, it's difficult. But that's where you guys really help us. If we can show them, this is the renewal strategy, and this is what you would have to pay if you came in off the street today, it really gives my teams that empowerment to go to the residents and ask for that increase without feeling like they're being mean to their residents.
If we would bring the same effort that we bring to renewal pricing, that we bring to new lease pricing, we would be so much better at pricing our renewals and bringing those prices up.
LRO has been a great partner with us. You guys have an office close to us. We've been able to send people to your home office, have teams come down to our home office, or even go out to our sites and really get our teams ready to launch it, and launch it in phases in terms of, okay, today we're going to do new lease pricing, let's get comfortable with that, and then we'll phase in our renewals. And they work with our teams, they have the weekly calls, and they're there to support them any way they can to make sure they are comfortable in how they present the information. In terms of having revenue management and marketing playing closer together, I do think that is going to be a trend we continue to see over the next few years. Only because our consumers are getting so much more savvy in terms of what they're looking for and what they're expecting. And with marketing, we have to be able to give them more information up front. That 0 point of interest. They're getting so much information about us before they ever come and talk to us. So for revenue management and marketing to be able to communicate and have that information at the fingertips of the person when they are doing it at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., they're doing it via chat with a chat bot. They're doing it with a robot and not with us. You guys have to be able to talk and work well together so that we can get the information to our prospects quickly and efficiently without them having to do it on our schedule.